Hello potential friends and adventurers, I'm Em, and today we have second episode of my wonderful dungeons that you can use for your players to have adventures in. They should be cool, rarely used, interesting. Anyways, let's get to it. At number 1 we have Scale the Tower. Now imagine that at some dramatic circumstance where party is supposed to be chasing somebody or something, there's a tower, but instead of it being a traditional dungeon where you go inside, the exterior is something that should be navigated, and they are supposed to run up, around, and spiraling ever so up and up. And there are obstacles and enemies, and well, think of it as an old platformer, really, like a platformer game. And you have quite an exciting dungeon, and it's in an open environment, so that's a bit of a different visual. And then think if, say, thunder is striking around the tower and there's dramatic clouds and so on and so forth, it's gonna be quite the experience. Now at number 2 we have Concept Labyrinth. It can be almost anything, but if you have some sort of thematic place that you want to turn into a dungeon for some magical reason, you can, and it can be thematic about something that it encompasses. From a classical enchanted forest, ancient burial ground, whatever it is, it can have all kinds of quests that the spirits have left for anybody, or the ancients have, or there are infinite number of possibilities. So pick what you like. Say when there's a normal place, but something happens, like in some sort of horror movie plot, and then you have that situation where a normal circus or carnival is now a place of dark mysteries and things never before seen, things to solve and definitely things to survive. This is now a dungeon, not a circus anymore, and yet it has all the attractions of a circus as well, perhaps, and then let your players at it, see how they do, see what they see, and see how they feel. Next, at number 3 we have Open Field, which is kind of one of those things that can happen in a war, where you have trenches and open field and battles going on around some mines or traps or spikes or something, and the party needs to run through the field, get on the other side, fight some enemy units, survive the bombardment perhaps. Maybe the opposing captain or general just stands in front of them at one point, just steps out. Who knows, but this is an exciting kind of a dungeon, if you will, that your players maybe haven't tried yet, so you can have them try. Next, at number 4 we have Taking a Cruise. Say if your party has a ship or an airship or something like that, and they're on it and they're traveling and they enter some sort of environment that is very challenging, like a cluster of exotic clouds or something like that, and now they need to navigate their ship through new monsters, new natural challenges, new, say, wild magic zones, tornadoes, who knows what there is in all those wonders of nature that sometimes people can run into in the middle of the wild. It's kind of like a big open dungeon that you need to take your vehicle through from end to end. This one is pretty atmospheric due to all that stuff that you can see and witness and have fun with. Next we have Slaughtered Base. It can be a research facility, an army base, a castle, whatever it is, but what once was a friendly facility is now slaughtered by the enemy and filled with monsters, kind of nightmarish monsters that nobody expected or something like that. Maybe a curse has fallen upon the place, maybe the enemy has deployed something else as well, or maybe the castle is now crawling with enemy guards and it's a matter of sneaking and survival for the party to just leave. There can be lots that is threatening the losing side of a conflict in their own base, really. So there's some interesting dungeons to fill out your campaign. What did you think? If you thought this was unique adventure, maybe you can spare a click, and I could see you here next and perhaps every week. I wish you luck on your adventures and to see you again soon. Bye.